If I looked all over the world, and there's every type of girl, but your empty eyes seem to pass me by, leave me dancing with myself. So let's sink another drink, 'cause it'll give me time to think. If I had the chance to ask the world to dance, I'd be dancing with myself. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I didn't know it, but I was just dancing with myself over on a different stream. I didn't mean to be, and I'm back over here. Hopefully now streaming where I'm supposed to be, dreaming where I'm supposed to be. Thank you so much, by the way, to that jiu-jitsu guy who put a comment in here, and I read it, and it let me know what was going on, and it is very good to see you all. Good to see you, Bulldog Buchanan, who's back over here as well. Rob Davis, Dilber Mamba, Che, Brady Pearl, Jiu-Jitsu Guy, as I say, and that Dan, Super Kashi, and on. We've got y'all here with me. Whoa-ho! And I'm dancing with myself. I'm dancing with myself. When there's nothing to lose and there's nothing to prove, well, I'm dancing with myself. Yeah! Woohoo! Today's show is going to consist of us doing our thing together. It's Friday, yeah. Ba-dum. And we're going back to the weekend again. I know we're going to be without the stock markets for a whole couple of days. Oh, the pain. Well, at least we have Friday, right? Save tonight. And we'll fight the closing markets, right? We'll fight them at the close. And yeah, JCI53 says I'm too baked for this. Whoa, I've gone off at the wrong angle this morning. Right, we'll be talking about news as well come the top of the hour. Thankfully, due to the delay of the start of the show, that's only 15 minutes away. How cool is that? Wow. So we're doing that, and we'll be talking about AMC and GME, and I'll be trying today to make things nice and intelligible for everybody, whether you've actually got your eyes on the screen or not. Woof, what a challenge that is. Can we do audiobook TA as we do the charts? Gosh, I don't know. See a question coming in from that jiu-jitsu guy, totally taking the piss. It's hilarious, by the way. I just like to say that. Super Cashy jumping in with I'm so confused. Well, no doubt that won't be enhanced by my intonation. Rob Davis with a $10 donation here, sharing some good fortune today. Excellent. Well, good fortune for us all. Good luck betide us all. I do wish it upon you all. Checking in to drop a like, my love, says Frostcrest. Stay frosty, buddy. Thank you so much for that. Frostcrest is a great guy. Well, we've got all the good stuff coming up in today's show. We'll be doing the technical analysis on your favorite stocks and shares and all that good stuff. And we'll be checking in with how the prices left off yesterday on the ones that we like to look at, and how maybe you could have managed yourself throughout the day when I wasn't around to kind of explain what was going on, and kind of do that with whatever else we look at as well today on Friday. We can try and treat things with a bit of be a bit more retrospective today, and I think maybe in a way that might help people if I'm a bit more retrospective as opposed to forward thinking, because what I do when I'm doing my forward thinking stuff is well, tell people what's going to happen with the prices, and it so often happens pretty much exactly as I say, but understanding what it is that I'm saying is very difficult for a lot of people. It's quite inaccessible, and maybe just by looking back at stuff and looking retrospectively a little bit more, then we will have a better understanding next time round, of what it is that I'm saying's potentially coming up. I don't know. We always ad hoc it on the show, so we're going to ad hoc it, play it by ear, play it by wing, wing it. We always wing it on the show. Oh ho ho ho. And if you have the chance, I'd like you to hit the like button on this video. Yeah, hit the like button on the video. Hit the like button on the video. And if I had the chance, I'd hit it myself, but I'm not you, so please do it for me. Thanks very much. Right, so we're back. There's something kind of in the camera there. I don't know, whatever. Right, we're back. And now we're back from outer space. And Forbes is being purchased through a SPAC. I don't know. Well, that's a bit of a crap song. Yeah, that's right. Forbes, Politico, and all that. Getting some sort of SPAC being set up to buy them. That's something which seems to be quite common these days. Consolidation in markets, often something. Often something like that can come from wise, savvy companies who anticipate massive declines in economies, thinking to themselves, "Oh, we need to consolidate our base here before anything happens." That can happen, but sure, it's most often considered to be a sign of of good stuff happening in economies. I'm being asked by the chat here how I pronounce burglary, right? And it's a hard word to write. To write? Yeah, sure it is. It's a hard word to say, especially when you've been asked to say it. So I hope I did a good enough job there. The burglars came into the house and they burgled it. So you can have burgles. You can get burgled by burglars. But then as well, burglary is how you say burglary. Right? So I was walking down the street the other day when I witnessed a burglary happening at the post office. The burglar ran out the front door having burgled the place and he had a bag full of cash. There you go. There's a few sentences. Fuck, right. And is there yes, but I'm disappointed. So I don't know if there's one of those sorts of jokes going on there with that. I don't know. I don't even care, man. Like that's the thing. It's like I don't give two fucks. So dancing with myself, yeah, dancing with myself. If I had the chance, I'd burgle the world, but I'm dancing with myself over here. Vivenna 777. That's all the lucky numbers. She's a lucky lady. Says, is more than one burglar a burglary? Good question. I wonder. A burglary. I wonder. In the Latin, it was. Yes. Hamburglers? Hamburger! No! It's hamburgers! What the hell is this crap up behind me at the minute anyway? Some chart, isn't it? Electro Boy, there is a cross post on our Tradesping about a Scottish guy who can't pronounce stuff. Look, that's Scotland. That's Scotland. It's a Scotland. Let's go check it out, okay? Let's go check it out. It's Friday and we're dancing with ourselves. What's this going to load up here? Yeah, Yahoo Finance. Oh, the most potent inflation asset class. Oh, that's right. That's what it was. Vanguard revealing to us that the most inflation fighting asset classes. Hamburgers. Thanks for that, Vanguard. Our trade spawn. Our trade Reddit trade spotting. Reddit trade spotting? What is this? Well, this is the premier location on Reddit for all things of any nature. Thank you to DFE and all the other DD creators that post well thought out, heavily researched content. Thank you. Yes, it can sometimes seem as if one person will not be very effective. However, change in the world always begins with an individual who shares what he or she has learned and passes it on to others. That's right. Shout out to all of you who conduct or believe in or act, I'm not really sure, or affect or enact Dana, as the Dalai Lama therefore there is no doubt referring to. Now, where is this gosh-forsaken Scottish person that can't pronounce things? Damn, I do love these videos. Yes, love them. What's happening there? To speak English. Words my Scottish boyfriend canny say. Oh, she's not Scottish herself. Let's have a wee look. Let's have a wee look at this. Tarantula said that fine. Burger, fine. Purple, fine. Bricks, fine. Vocabulary, fine. Right, he's a bit shit at that one. He struggles. She's so mean laughing at him like this. He's trying. Fuck you with your burglary. No, fuck you. That's aye. Fuck her. Murder. Aye. Bird. Squirrel. Aye. Barrel. Aye. Fuck. You're doing it. You're doing it right, mate. Don't listen to her. She's making you paranoid. Look, you need to leave this woman, man. This is so unfair on him. Shut up! Regularly. He's saying it fine. Get off his back. Gosh, this guy's too nice. World? You're my whole world. Check that out! Check that out! You're my whole world. The first thing he thinks to say with this stupid list of words that she can use to judge him is "you're my world," and she sits there laughing like it's like you're saying it wrong. You're saying it wrong. You're not my world. I'm not your world. I'm your world. Say it right, or it's not romantic enough. Fuck you. All right, let's see what else this guy has to say. Aye, there is. Aye. Look, mate, you're speaking perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. It's totally intelligible over here. As she sits there with her back to him, recording him on the phone with the full intention of posting it on the internet and getting things. How are you today, mate? I'm all right. Yeah. What'd you get up to this morning? Well, just before coming into work, I was sat there watching the news with my girlfriend. You know her? She's lovely. She's a lovely lassie. You know, well spoken. and she asked me to read out this list of words, and I read it, and it's really great, you know, because she's gonna post that to all of her followers and that on Instagram, right? And they're gonna have a laugh. It's cool because it's about how I can't pronounce words and that, and that. Aye. So how you feeling, mate? Pretty shit, to be honest with you. Aye, Ken. Aye, I imagine you would be. Aye, football boots. Aye. No, that's not how you say it. It's not the blah 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 blah. Sorry, missus. I'm sorry, that's not how you pronounce that. It's the burdened purple murderer infers the preferred referral. Are you shut up, right? It's not. Okay? You're saying it wrong. Oh, by the way, we were speaking English before you even fucking were a country. This language that was imposed on us as well, the language we don't want to speak, get off our fucking backs. By the way, incidentally, the UK government back in the day made it so that it was illegal to wear a kilt, and that you couldn't speak Scots, and Scots was an illegal language. So this language that we're not pronouncing correctly as well is actually us doing a really good job just to accommodate all of you wankers, actually. That's what's going on here. You're doing really well, buddy, anyway. I'm going to watch the rest of your thing. No, nobody does say that in real life. You're right, mate. Nobody says that in real life. The only people who say that in real life are wanker girlfriends getting their fucking boyfriends to make a fool of themselves on their... The fuck is this? Anyway. I disagree somewhat with the thesis in that video. I actually think that guy's quite a nice guy. I hope he has a great day. And I hope she has a shitty day. That's what I hope. Hope somebody says to her at one point, hope somebody says to her, pronounce world. And then she goes, wah. And then they go, Did ye? Did ye? Aye, thought as much. Thought as much. Thought as much. Thought as much. Thought so. Right. Fucking Scottish. Pronouncing it perfectly fine. Check Streamlabs. Oh, you're kidding me. Is Streamlabs broken? Streamlabs broken. This whole time. Oh, it was just me on the big screen, was it? Nah, it was me here. I'm alright. Check Streamlabs. Checking. Rob Davis, $10. Sharing for some good fortune today. Yeah. Bad Mama Jamma, $10. Oh, yeah, so is there. What are your thoughts on the new evictions in the US? What could it do to the market? We're talking about the housing market over here, right? The new evictions in the US, what could it do to the market? I don't know, man. I think it's all immoral. I think all this sort of shit that's happening is moral. That's what I think. I think it's all immoral. I think that in an environment where you can print hundreds of trillions of dollars to get through it, and that you can come up with other systems. It doesn't even have to be money. It could just be tax credits given to the people who are landlords to let them to get through a period of time. I don't know. I think there's things that can be done. I think that it's immoral. That's why I think it's immoral. Right. So, but then I don't really know, man, because I don't know the details about it. What could it do in the market? I don't know. The markets are greater affected by the landlords not being able to pay their mortgages than by the people being evicted from places. So, in a sense, you know, the idea behind all these evictions is to give people the chance to be able to get new tenants in who will indeed actually pay their rents. So, you know, I guess, if the government intends on going ahead with it and without mitigating that in any way, then well, it's immoral, but they plan on it working. So they think that it would be worse for the markets if they didn't do it. That's got to be the outcome. But yeah, it pisses me off as well. Classic Limmy-esque rant. Have a great weekend, Chief. Thanks so much, Dan. That's quality. If anybody else wants any more Scottish bants on the go, we can absolutely put some of that on the show. Can't believe that woman undermining that guy's self-esteem like that, though. That's a real, genuine impact on the man. You know, has a real, genuine impact on the man, and him as a representative for Scottish people. That has a real, genuine impact on the psyche of Scottish people. We pronounce things perfectly fine. Oscar Wilde said that the only two people who pronounce things that speaks the Queen's English are people from Dublin and Inverness. They're the only two that do it. Let me just get up a couple of, like, a little bit of info. Actually, I'll not go into it in too much detail, but just be aware that people in England, instead of saying Europe, right, for instance, they say Europe. That's how you say. And correct me if I'm wrong, English people in the audience. You'll know as well yourself. Like, Scottish people, though, having had to learn somebody else's language, took the time to learn it correctly. Same with all those asshats in Dublin. They took the time to learn it correctly. And then time went by, and the godforsaken English didn't even speak English correctly. And never mind those bloody can't even write down aluminum correctly. Aluminum. We've got this new metal. A-L. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, it's called aluminum. It's called aluminum. Is that it? Yeah, that's what. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, it says aluminum here. That's what we'll go with on the name of that thing. But that's just having a laugh. Anyway, you know what? That guy should turn around. He should turn around to her and he should say, you know what? I could give two fucks what you think. Right? That's what he should say to her. I could give two fucks what you think. That's what he should say. I could give two fucks what you think. That's right. That's what he should say. I could give two fucks what you think. Because she'd be like, what she would hear is him saying, I couldn't give two fucks what you think. And yes, I know. And I know that there's people out there like Katie Babes who will rightly inform me that Americans, like his girlfriend there, and this isn't to slag off Americans at all. I've got something else to say that in a second as well, actually. That they say that when they hear somebody say, I could care less about something, that it means to them that the person that's saying it couldn't care less about the thing. And Katie Babes and the likes and all the other Americans out there that I've talked to about this are like, no, we do understand it. We do know that this is the thing. That's just silly. It's like, well, if it's so silly, stop exclusively using that phrasing on every single TV show, book, and movie that you produce, and I'll start maybe thinking that it's true. And also, that's what he should say to her, because that's the truth. The guy actually could give two fucks, and he clearly loves her, and that's the truth. And she'll misinterpret it because she's probably a fucking idiot. That's my feelings on it. Hey, whoop! He's coming for us. That's right. No, I'm not coming for you. And the other thing I wanted to say about Americans is that other people watching along the other day will have been upset, perhaps, potentially, at what I was saying when I was saying something about like Ulster Scots, this bigoted section of culture in Northern Ireland, and that are more stupid than Americans. And they'll have heard me saying Americans when it wasn't. Somebody had put in, who is American themselves, a super chat in there talking about that American thing without the A at the start, and making some sort of joke about a stereotype. And I was saying, no, there's this real thing that's not a stereotype, that a culture which makes themselves only exist as a culture through stereotypes of bigotry and bad history in the past. That's what defines them as a culture. And they're real, and they're way worse than some imagined stereotype that you have of what it is to be a stupid American, or whatever it is when you say American. That's what that was, by the way, although it didn't come over very audibly and very clear to people who might have been tuning in at the time. And of course, then afterwards, people then to tell me how much of an asshat I am. And okay, I agree, right? I agree. It is not your preferred, inferred referral about America. A tee. I'm dancing with myself. It is 2 o'clock in the UK time. That means it's 9 o'clock with you over there. Yes, and what is the news? Thank you so much for joining me. What is the news? Let's go take a quick look at some news. Now, how are we going to get this news? We're going to go over to the news and DD thread, and we're going to just really quickly scroll up into the news and DD thread. No, it's not the news and DD thread. This is where we're going to get the news from. We're just going to real quick jump over to the tea room, and we're going to just scroll up real quick, and we're just going to read this comment on screen somewhere that I put in there. Where is it? Oh, there's 135 new messages since I put the comment on. Well, that's obviously invigorating to people or whatever, maybe not. But where? No, wait, there's not. There's my comments coming up here. My comment's going to come up at some point. Where is it? Here. Everyone, don't post Charlie's videos in this Discord, right? So this is a shout out to the people in the audience who are specifically interested in GME and AMC right now. Now, we know as the big Rocky Outcrop petition wide audience out there that there's thousands of people literally in this community who are not going to know who they're not massively immersed in that particular niche in the markets, right? And that's cool, okay? So this message goes out to the people who are immersed in that particular niche in the markets. Don't post that shit on there. I'm fed up asking. I'm not going to put any given name of any random tube in the world onto a rules list and blacklist people from posting them, okay? Just start to learn and listen. So if I'm here on this show saying this really explicitly right now, and I said that message in there, and you keep doing it, don't be surprised when you get kicked off the Discord, right? Just don't be surprised, right? Because I'm fed up dealing with it. Like I would be fed up dealing with it if, say, for instance, we had a racist cohort in the crowd and they kept posting some random videos of some random racist, for example. Say that happened. And I was like, look, I appreciate that there's racists here, and you've got this guy here who's like, feels like he represents some of the things that you talk about. Just don't talk about it anymore, right? That would be kind of like that. Now, the GameStop short squeeze is not anything like racism. No, but Charlie's vids is like a racist in that he's intensely stupid. And I don't want to watch any of his stuff. I don't want to watch any other low-level shite from anybody else on YouTube. And I don't care if they've got 50 times the subscriber numbers that I do, right? Or any of that. I don't care if their video gets 10,000 views and has 10,000 thumbs up and 10,000 people down below it saying it's good, right? It's not and it's not, and I don't want to see that shite around anymore. So had to make that news. So that's part of the news. That's part of the news. That was the news. That's news item number one. I'm glad that we cleared that up and everybody knows. Now, I'm not being an asshat at all here, at all. If you want to see, I was just joking a minute ago about what this guy's girlfriend was like, and a bit of fun with everybody, and it was obvious, and it was way harsher than what I said about him there now. Me joking about that being way more intense and actually, you know, just all banter and everything. And then what I said here about him being super not that big a deal, okay, there's no comparison there. Just be aware that I'm mitigating what I'm saying, okay? That's what I'm saying. I'm mitigating what I'm saying right now. I'm massively mitigating it. So stop it. I never want to have any more negative chat on this channel at all. Ever. There's never going to be any more negative stuff. And do you know why? Because there's going to be no more of that being posted anywhere, right? No more of that. And you all out there in the audience also know at least 5 or 6 other names that you could just chuck into that chat there and be like, what's your opinion on this thing? And it would be inevitable that I would end up being negative, right? So you just don't do that disservice to me. Have my back in that respect, okay? That's an appeal to all of you. Hey, Daniel Lesage, it's in America. It's not imagined. They once owned slaves, stormed the Capitol recently, and with a Confederate flag off about imagined there, buddy. Stay in your lane. Right? Oh yeah, I'll stay in my lane. It's not imagined. Sugar, right? Cool. It's a real part of the culture. Excellent. Well, you've got your own Ulster Scots over there. Sympathise massively. I was just using, don't know what analogy I was using. Sorry about that. I've forgotten what analogy it was. I'll stop using any analogy I can think of today. I'll just try and think if I've used this one before. It might be that one. Maybe it's a bad one. Maybe it's a bad one or something like that.